Hey everybody, want to whiz me here, happy Earth Day. I am celebrating the day by doing some Earth Element Skylander upgrades videos here in Skylanders Research. Look at fist bump scaling that wall like a pro stunt guy. That said, we have got his base upgrades. I'm now faced with the very difficult decision of which path to take, because sadly I don't have two fist bumps, and that means I'm going to have to reset him to take the other. I'm thinking I might like Rowdy Richter better. It kind of looks like the more aggressive path. And then Bamboo Bonanza looks like it regens. Apparently you have to slide through the bamboo to get the boost. But what intrigues me is you can make the bamboo explode. And I'm hoping that that's epic, but I'm afraid that it's going to turn out to be one of those like 8 to 12 or, you know, something lame explosions. But then also jump for it. It says you can perform the Panda Pound faster, and the Panda Pound is basically this, and I love it, and it does that, and I think you get a second one. So in the event that it turns out that I want to be able to regen the health, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take Rowdy Richter right now. So if you've missed the base upgrades, take the links at the top of the video description box, and you can see Fist Bump's base upgrades. That said, Rowdy Richter improved fault line attacks. Let's go ahead and do that and hope that it's not just super incredibly awesome. That makes me feel like I have to reset him after we've already reset him and take Bamboo Bonanza. So that was a pointless cutscene, but hey, it's a proper introduction to the video. So here we go. Rowdy Richter, 1054. Keep in mind, 19 wing sapphires are on our side. Fault lines and glass houses. When fault lines are activated, some of them shoot stones at enemies. So I assume they're active initially, and then every time we Panda Pound them type thing. So let's see here. We'll try to size this guy up. Down to, was that 10? I think it's only 10. If that's 100 on each boulder, okay, it's only 10. I am okay with that. So far, it's cool. I have to admit that, but some of them shoot stones at enemies. 10 to 15 stone damage, I guess is the best way to put that. All right, so you do the 35, and then you've got the 44 to 66 if it was registering. These are supposed to travel further and farther, which is the same thing, and it's really not doing that. I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess you can wrap those off like that. Plus, I guess since you create the mini fault lines here, each time you do the primary attack, that does register as well. So that makes it slightly better than just off the secondary version. Next up is Quake and Bake, and you have to admit that's an epic upgrade path name. When I was a kid, you'd see Shake and Bake commercials all the time. And then like ESPN announcers like, "Ooh, you got the Shake and Bake," and hadn't heard that in a long time. But anyway, activated fault lines are more powerful and do extra damage. So 1364 there. No clue what that means. That's why we do Skylanders Research. It's the vague adjectives that don't satisfy your lust for knowledge that brings me here. So let's go ahead and check this out. The stones are still going to only do 10 to 15. Having a hard time, Quigley being there doesn't help anything either. Right now, we can't get the stupid things to even function, so there's our long one. Let's see if we can register. Okay, so 62, half of that's 31. We should have a 93 on it. Note that the boulders or the stones are actually going to the back dummy and the front dummy that we were attacking, and you also should have seen that 93. So now the question, do they do extra impact damage? 49, so the answer is yes. Half of that, so 49, half of that is going to be 24 and a half, which they don't round up. 59, 69, so 73. And then I've forgotten now.
To return to playing as your Skylanders.
Okay, so 62 to 93. 93. And then the stones, we're still doing 10, right? Yes. Okay. So there's something else I wanted to double check. Oh, it was up close and personal. They did not do, they had said a 35, they would do a 32, so let's see if we get 49 here or something less. 32 still? Well, that's lame. Let's try fairly close. 32. And then like the max distance, so you're encouraged to be at a greater distance. So 49 to 73 impact, 62 to 93. I'll just leave it at that. How about it? Alright, now, final upgrade down this path. A boulder. I feel like we've done that already. Didn't we do that with Rocky Roll? Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Huh, I guess not. I feel it sounds very familiar for some reason. But boulder. You would think it would go well with Rocky Roll, you know. Anyway, when fault lines are activated, some shoot spiky boulders at enemies. So, question number 1 here. Is this going to be the same as the stone from fault lines and glass houses? And that was doing the 10 to 15, and these will now just be spiky boulders that do more damage? Or do we retain the 10 to 15 stones and then also have these come off, and we have 2 different samples of damage here to contend with? So 1860, let's just find out by exploring it ourselves. And dun, 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 here we go. Let's see what we got. Okay. I'm seeing some 10s. I'm seeing hundreds on that. That's really hard to tell, so I'm just going to go about it with the primary method here, which is through the mini fault lines. So 10, wow. So you do retain both of them. So stones still 10 to 15. Spiked boulder 100 to 150. That's significant. That spiked boulder. Up until now, I hadn't really felt like I was missing too much from this path, but that spiked boulder is pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. That said, it doesn't come off with the greatest regularity. It seems like you see the stones, maybe what, like out of 5, you might have like 4 stones and 1 giant boulder, or maybe it's like a 25% chance. I guess it's squiggly blocking those things? There we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was 1 and 4. There was number 1, and then we've done 5s. So 6, 1, and 6. So, you know, 20 to 25% of the time, I guess you've got a chance. And that 100 to 150 is quite significant. Call of the Siren is not here. That was a copy and paste mistake from Echo, who was the last character we upgraded. So we got one more thing to do here, and that, of course, is the Soul Gem. I think it was in chapter... Wasn't it in Monster Marsh, I think? I believe. What, 7 or 8? 7, maybe? Anyway, it doesn't matter. We've got it. 2480 is the price with our 19 wing sapphires. Walking creates fault lines and many fault cracks. So that's pretty significant. Now, it says it creates them. I don't know if that means it will spawn off the damage, or it just has them there and then we have to panda pound them. Okay, it doesn't seem to target quite. So the mini fault line is definitely happening like at every turn, and then the actual big one happens much less frequently. So does it happen when you jump too? No. Sadly, it seems like that should... It seems like it ought to be... You know, I'm fine with it doing the secondary one every so often, but it seems like anytime you jump, it should just auto-trigger that. You know, like he's crashing down to Earth or something. That said, we've got a ton of this stuff here, so let's start panning. Oh yeah, that's going to be carnage and chaos, isn't it? That's pretty cool.
press the tag
This is
button to
gonna
play as your captured enemy.
Yeah, that's
Then press the tag button again to return to playing as your Skylander.
So yeah, how would we describe that? It didn't actually increase any damage whatsoever. So that's actually super convenient. So walking creates faults and cracks. I'll run with that. So this is Fist Bump fully upgraded down the Rowdy Richter path. It's not as good as I was thinking it was going to be, but the boulder where we get the spiked boulders that do 100 to 150, that basically single-handedly transforms this path and it makes it extremely beastly. And we will have to see how Bamboo Bonanza stacks up with it. But sadly, our level 8 Fist Bump, despite being fully upgraded, since I'm kind of on like budget constraints, and can't go pick up a second one, even though I think I would like him down both paths, and they'd be fairly unique, it sounds. I'm going to reset him, sadly, very sadly, and take him down Bamboo Bonanza. So, again, that one will regen health. How much? I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out. But I'm hoping that the Bamboo Explosion, that just sounded cool to me. And we're going to see. Plus, ordinarily, when I don't take the regen paths, then I usually wind up liking them. Like, I'll take them first, and then I do the one that I thought would be more aggressive and fun, and I'm like, you know what, actually, I think that one was better. And then I have to reset again, so that kind of weighed in my decision as well. But I have to say, Rowdy Richter, very good path. If you're just looking to get in there and you like to spam your primary attack, take this path and just do that and walk around and then spam the primary attack some more. And the boulders are going to be awesome. Now, they don't happen every time. You do have to sit through like a few 10 to 15s from the regular stones from the glass house upgrade. But when you do have the secondary fault lines come out or you activate them yourself, very, very cool stuff. I haven't really checked to see how many we can have active, just because I don't really have the screen space. I mean, that's like 4, I think that would be 5. It's kind of better to go off time in those instances, so feel free to check that out yourself. But again, I'm pretty happy with him here. I think it'd be a lot of fun, but our night is not done. We're going to go check out Bamboo Bonanza, so stay tuned for that. Again, take those links in the video description box. They will help you out. You can check out my attack damage spreadsheet. And most importantly, I hope you enjoy this video. If you like the Skylanders Research Series, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe, encourage your friends to do the same thing, sign up on the Skylander Club forum as well. And most importantly, be sure to take those links and you can check out all 3 videos for Fist Bump. And of course, you can have the access to the exclusive attack damage number spreadsheet, so be sure to check that out. Once again, thanks so much for watching. I hope everyone's having a great Earth Day. Like I said last time, if you're not, hopefully this helps your Earth Day become better. But you can follow me on Twitch where I live stream Trap Team. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, personal site oneofwisdom.com, and as always, don't forget to sign up on the Skylander Club forum, skylanderclub.com. But we will be back here to check out Bamboo Bonanza, and I will see you there.